Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Your Voice is Magic, where we inspire you to unleash your voice, connect with your magic, and serve the world in a way that only you can. I'm Elvira Hopper, and as always, I'm joined by the beautiful.
I'm Rachel Wayte.
And we are so excited that you're here today. And we are also so happy to be on Skyward TV and Hopeful Radio on several platforms. We love that we are aligned with their mission to support mental wellness globally through the spiritual path. And so today we are excited to interview a beautiful artistic soul, my soul sister, Dorothy Bosse of Inspired by Choice. And she is a fabulous coach. She is a former corporate person like myself. And I'll get her to talk a little bit about herself and the magic that she brings to the world. And then I'm going to ask her why she's here. So let's start with her, a little bit about her and the magic she brings to the world. Take it away, Dorothy.
Thank you so much, Elvira. Thank you, ladies, for having me. I'm so excited to see where this takes us. Yes, so I am the founder of my company, Inspired by Choice. I am a transformational coach. And what I do is I help individuals who are really feeling stuck inside their own heads. I help them overcome the personal fears that are keeping them stuck and really unleash their full human potential. And what I like to say is I help them become the intentional artists of their destiny, because I truly believe that everything in life is art. And that how we live, how we act, how we show up in the world is art, but not all of it is intentional and not all of it is as vibrant as maybe we would want it to be. And it's my mission to help those who are feeling that, it could be more vibrant. I could be showing up in a bigger, better way, in a more authentic way, to really get over everything that's keeping them from doing that and actually showing up that way. So I provide transformational coaching, I provide group coaching, webinars, art therapy, and of course, talks. Yeah.
Amazing. You are a rock star. You are a rock star, Dorothy. So now the next question begs to be asked. What inspired you to join Rachel and I here today?
Well, you did, Elvira. You inspired me. So Elvira and I sat down and we were having this chat about her journey and how she unleashed her voice. And it made me realize that I actually, as much as I promote authenticity, and I really do, and I strive to be my most authentic self, I still have blocks hidden deep within me around my own creativity and around even my own voice. I realized I had some blindsided blocks around how I use my voice, how I show up with it. And I want to let her rip. Honestly, I want in this next phase to just be able to, just show up 100% me and let it all flow without blocking it, so that I can serve more people. And I truly believe that I can do that. The more work I do within, the more work I can do, around me. So that's why I'm here, because I believe you ladies can help me, maybe remove some blocks or at minimum identify them.
Mm, wow. Sorry, I'm just
Beautiful.
loving this whole story. I'm like, Dorothy, it's just so beautiful. And your mission is similar to Elvira and I have very similar missions. I think, we're here to help women have, well, men and women have that beautiful impact in the world in the way that we are intended to, that they are intended to. As you were talking, I was like, so what is it that's stopping you from really just unleashing this and letting it rip? What fears, what thoughts, what's stopping you really unleashing that in some way?
I think if I had to put words around it, it's I've become so good over the past, I would say, at least 3 decades of silencing myself and of filtering myself and of making sure that I fit into specific images of what people need me to be, of roles that I need to play, of ways that they need me to show up in the world, that now that I'm free to be whatever I need to be and express whatever I need to express, there's still a lot of the conditioning sitting back, Yeah, it's cutting up my voice.
I can feel it. So if
Yeah.
you're okay with this,
Mm.
Elvira's used to me doing this, I'm going to just begin to just start feel, because I can feel it. So I feel a lot. So I
Right
can
there,
feel
right?
like this,
Yeah.
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 tightness here in the throat. So I'm just going
Yeah.
to begin to start helping to clear that for you. So just I'm just going to do this, and I know Elvira was going to bring something through that needs to come through as well.
Mm.
We have this sort of collective energy that works through us. Just to see, yes, it's like I feel a lot of tightness, like
Yeah.
I feel like, gosh, there's so much in me that wants to come out. And there's been quite a lot of frustration around that. And for some reason, it comes up from your tummy and then it gets stuck here, like at the top of your throat. And then for some reason, doesn't come out of. It's getting better. You're getting better at it, but there's some doubt around. Will I be? I'm hearing. Will I be laughed at? Will I be rejected? What will people accept me?
Mm.
Will people accept me?
Yeah.
Does that resonate
Yes.
with you?
Yes.
Yes.
And now that you're bringing that up, I think the other question that I keep asking, which I feel is an inauthentic question, is will they resonate with my style? Will they resonate with how I want to deliver the message? Because
Mm.
it's so non-corporate. It's so
Mm.
not easily boxed in. Um, that's one of the challenges I think I'm struggling with. My authentic self wants to come out and like bring out her crayons and just paint a picture of the world. And how would the world receive a picture painted with crayons from a transformational coach?
Well,
Mm.
here's what's coming
Whew.
through. It's like kind of this is just what I'm feeling. It's like, does that? And I want to say this in the right way. Don't worry. This isn't about how others are going to receive it or not.
Yeah.
This is about you expressing you and allowing yourself out. And actually, when you do that, the right people are going to be like,
Yes.
I need Dorothy. I need Dorothy. And so
Yes.
you're asking yourself the wrong questions because you're still looking at what are people going to accept. Some people, it won't be for them, and that's okay. You're
Mm.
not their people. They're not your people. This is about you giving yourself permission to just go, I'm just going to let my voice out, my self-expression out, and believe, because this has happened for Elvira and I, the right people will start tumbling into your world when you start fully unleashing
Yes.
the expression of yourself out.
Yes. Oh
What
my
a beautiful
God.
expression, tumbling into your world.
And Rachel, that thank you. That is exactly what was going to come out of me, but it needed to come out of you, because yes, I know a little bit more about Dorothy. I know a little bit more about her story, and I know some of the things that have held her back, and I'm not sure how much she wants to share. I'll let her share what she wants, but definitely it's that piece around what will people think, and am I good enough? And these are old stories, Dorothy. You know, these are old stories that you're meant to break through, because when you break through them, sister, you are going to shine even brighter. You're already freaking awesome. Okay. But you are going to get to next level, shiny, and attract all those you're meant to serve. There are people that are drowning in corporate, in the gray, in the black and white, and they need the color that you bring to the world, Dorothy. You know, they need your exact story, message, and magic, like they need oxygen. Okay. And you are the one that can lock arms with them and help them to see they're not alone, that they're not crazy. Maybe they're being bullied corporately because they're different. We are unicorns. Okay. We've been in corporate. I've been bullied corporately because I am a unicorn and I was meant to leave that world behind. And that was the only way I would ever leave, by being bullied for 2 solid years, attracting another bully, going to a dark place mentally. And thank God for that, because it was the catapult that got me out of that life. And for you, Dorothy, I believe that you've been able to leave that life because of whatever reason. I forget exactly why you left work, but I feel like there's another piece that you need to leave behind still, so that you can embrace the shiny, perfectly imperfect person that you are, you're not going to attract everybody. You are not going to, and some people might laugh at you. And guess what? Let them laugh. But the right people are going to go, she is freaking authentic. I want to be Dorothy. Okay. That's what I'm getting.
I love it. Do you feel a bit more empowered now, Dorothy?
A little bit, yeah.
It's like we're like burning through this powerful energy for you to hear. The bit that Elvira was saying about there's a part of you that still needs shedding. Let's just see if we can help you shed that right now. It's almost like your old identity. You're still carrying around part of your corporate old identity, and you're still not sure whether you can leave that behind, if it's safe for you to fully leave that part, because that was who you were for quite a long time. And it's like, let's help you release that identity. That's what I'm feeling, to help you just sort of, let's just clear that so that you can actually, I see this sort of like old version of you sort of moving away, clearing away, clearing away, clearing away. And then so that you can fully just go, you know what, here I am. So I'm just, and if anyone's obviously listening to this on the podcast, they're probably wondering what I'm doing. I'm actually just clearing Dorothy's energy down, clearing down an older version of Dorothy that doesn't need to keep her safe anymore, that doesn't need to keep her protected anymore, that doesn't need to keep her held back. Because you're ready to move on from that. I see that you're ready to, you're very much ready to go on for that. So we're just saying goodbye. Which parts of you do you want to say goodbye to, Dorothy? Which parts of you are you letting go of that no longer serve you?
I think the primary one would be the one that would have something to say and would sit on it and stifle it, because I would read the circumstances and say, they're not gonna respond well, this might ruffle feathers, this might not go over very well. And that part of me is still sitting there when I try to express purely creative ideas. And to both of your points, I don't need that critic there. It's going to self-regulate and attract the right people, and the other people will excuse themselves from that. I don't need to do that for me. But that part of me, that critic that's evaluating, it's still getting in the way of the creative process, and it's annoying, it's frustrating.
Well, we love her and we embrace her and we thank her, because there's a reason that she was there. There was a reason that she was sort of she was trying to protect you. She was trying to look after you. She was trying to make sure that you were safe, that no one was going to judge you. That can stem way back to childhood. The reasons why why this happens. But I think we can say to her right now today that you don't need her to protect you anymore in a certain way. And yeah, she can go now, because you're not worried. I think you'll be in a place now where you can just say what you want to say, and you won't be so triggered by, has someone responded to that? Do they like what I'm saying? Is this for them? I think there will be a sort of what's the word, as you're moving forwards, it might be that you're tested with this. You'll be like, oh, I'm going to speak out now. And then there'll be someone I imagine there'll be someone who'll go, oh my God, that's exactly what I needed to hear. And there might be someone who goes, they don't react to it, but you're not going to be triggered by it anymore. And you're not going to let it hold you back from speaking and saying what you need to say.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is exactly what was coming through for me as well. Rachel, thank you. Thank you for saying it so beautifully. Dorothy, you are not everyone's cup of tea. I actually just made a post about that on my last newsletter that I sent out, Fab Friday. Anyway, you're not everyone's cup of tea, and that is more than okay, because the more you step up to own who you truly are, the right ones will honor you even further. They're going to want to hire you because they see you as so freaking fierce And they need some of that. They need to be Dorothy, right? They need to have that courage. And so what I'd like the miracle today to be is where you can see the people going, yeah, whatever, Dorothy, and you are not ruffled by it whatsoever. That is the peace. That is the miracle, Dorothy, because we are not everyone's cup of tea. But the people who do see us as their cup of tea are going to love us even more. They're going to honor us more. They're going to want to work with us even more, Dorothy. And I'm also getting that our show on LinkedIn that we want to put together, it's just very young right now. We haven't really talked about it a lot. Is the idea of going onto a platform where there's a lot of corporate people that are stuck in their golden handcuffs, their shackles, and they need you and I, the combination of us, these bright, shiny, former corporate people, to show them what's possible for them. So you're not doing this alone, Dorothy, okay? So the more you step up to own who you freaking are, the more we get to have even more power together. And I know we're going to be doing retreats, just like Rachel and I are going to be doing retreats. Retreats are the answer to me. Like I really believe retreats need to be done at the highest levels globally, because more people need to have transformation in communities, small communities, learn new ways of showing up, new ways of being that are more empowering. So I feel like retreats are the perfect places to take people to not recreate themselves, to reveal who they truly are, right? To let go of the layers of trauma and shame and conditioning and judgments, to be who they truly are. So I see such a bright future ahead for you, sister. And I'm so excited to be a part of it in some way. So Rachel, anything else, my love?
So what I'm just sending healing to, sending healing to Dorothy's throat. So this is going to help her like feel more empowered. And I'm also getting like, do you know what? When you do step up and you do share more, like sometimes I see people dropping off from following me. I sometimes see people like suddenly disappearing out of my world.
Chills.
And that's okay. I've had to get used to. So I'm going to say something, and I share something, and someone will go, they'll be very triggered by it, and they're like, they leave my world, and I'm okay. I'm like, that's okay, because I'm showing me, I'm saying what I'm really authentically need to stand up and share, because there's someone else out there who really needs to hear it. And there's also something else that I heard once, and I feel like you need to hear this. There are people who you don't even know yet who are counting on you to show up. Like there's people out there who, and this was said to me about 5 or 6 years ago, and it got me, and it's always stayed with me. It was a mentor of mine, and I must honor and thank for saying that to me, because it's kept me going when I've gone, gosh, what are people going to think about me doing this healing online, channeling, speaking these languages, healing, doing this work online. But and every time I've questioned myself, I've gone, no, because there are people who are counting on me to show up, and there are people counting on you, Dorothy, to show up, because you're going to be the light that they need in their life, to give them permission to change their life and embrace who they are.
Yeah. Amen. How does that feel, Dorothy? How does that feel?
At you right now. Sorry.
No, it's good.
No, sorry. It's perfect.
It's absolutely perfect.
How are you?
Yeah.
How are you integrating all of that?
So it's interesting, because as much as I'm 100% an open person, especially to everything that we're saying and doing here, there's definitely something inside of me that's standing there going like this, and and guarded against it. And the bigger part of me is like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's just keep going. But there is still, I can feel it like a tension, like a almost like a membrane wall that's still standing there, being like, yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so who is this? Let's just see if we can help that bit.
Ego protection.
To just help that.
I'm just getting ego protection here. So yeah, keep going, Rachel. Keep going.
Thanks, Elv. That's what I'm seeing, like a little child here who's like having a bit of a tantrum right now, who's like, no, I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting this. Why is she so scared? So I'm just asking, why is that little child of yours so scared to allow herself out? What happened to her that made her think, I can't be this, I can't do this, I can't allow this part of me out? Are you able to share that or feel into?
Yes.
to her.
Yes, I think that, well, the words that are coming through to me, even as you're speaking, is if you're going to be successful, you need to get serious. Stop being that and get serious. And I think that's the trigger that I'm now stepping out and challenging that and saying, no, I want to be successful and be that. And that part of me is being like, yeah, that's not how it works.
She was told that that wasn't possible. So within her, there's
Yeah,
there's this conflict. There's like, I want to allow this myself to embrace all this, but then I can't have both. There's
yeah,
this I can't have both. So we need to help her feel and release that idea of that I can't have both, that both aren't possible, because that was something that was told to you. That was like a condition. That was someone said that to you, and then you took that on board. So this has to be my belief, and this is how life has to be. So we need to just help you see that, help her see that actually she can let that go, that's not, because she knows deep down that's not the truth. She came in knowing that that wasn't the truth, but it was like that's what she saw, I feel, growing up, that and heard.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do we need to say to her then? What do we need to say to that little girl to help her release this belief, this thought, this that I can't have both? It's not possible. I can't express who I am and be safe. I can't express who I am and have success. I've got to be one or the other.
That's the thing. I'm drawing a blank. I really am as to what to say to her. I kind of don't want to say anything. I just want to find a door in the wall and go, here, walk through this. That's easier.
Okay. Is there anything coming to you, Elvira?
Yeah, what I'm getting is our parents do the best they can from their state of consciousness. When they know better, they do better. And oftentimes, the best that they could have done is crap because they did not know any other way to be. And if we can have compassion for them because they only shared what they got from their parents and they were not parented in a way that served them well, and all they're doing is what they know. If we can somehow have compassion and forgiveness for them and let them go, because those are the voices in our head that are saying, we can't do it that way. You got to be serious, right? What if it was meant to be done in a way that totally aligned with you? What if you could do it on your terms? What if you could have success on your terms, in your shiny, bright, freaking, supernova way? What if you could have it that way, and that your old conditioning, your parents are over here with love and light, not with scorn and shame? What would be possible, Dorothy?
Anything would be possible. If that's possible, anything is possible.
Yeah, and this
Damn straight.
yeah, that's what this little girl,
Damn straight.
that is what she needs to hear, that anything is possible.
Yeah.
That you that anything is possible. I want it's like this, almost like she's hearing this now and she's allowing that to sink in. Oh, okay. I don't need to carry on carrying around the traumas of my parents. I don't need to carry around the generational trauma that came in through my parents. I don't need to carry around their beliefs anymore. I don't need to carry all that around on my shoulders. It's like it was all put on your shoulders. You can release that all off your shoulders and you can create your own path, free from the burden. It felt like this burden all of a sudden. I'm feeling a burden on your shoulders that you felt like you've had to carry around. You can release that. You can release that. Imagine just sort of like releasing heaviness off your shoulders. It's like I can almost feel like she's about 4 or 5 going, oh, thank goodness I don't have to carry this around. I don't have to be this serious. I don't have to. Oh, we're just letting go of, I'm just feeling like a burden and this heaviness and a heavy energy. She's carried this around for a long time. You have, and it's like, oh, and you can release that now. Do you feel any of that lifting?
Oh, yeah, I actually, as you've talked about it, I can actually physically feel it sitting on my neck and on my shoulders. So I'm bringing my consciousness to that, to let it go.
Just let it go, like this weight of burden, this weight of heaven. It feels almost like a generational sort of belief trauma that's come through, that you're just clearing off, which then will allow you to forge your own path. And she doesn't, and that little girl who was feeling so heavy and so torn and so, but it's not possible any other way to go. There is a way, and it's your way, and that is all possible. And you can be free, you can have joy, you can express yourself, you can laugh, you can smile, and you'll still be accepted, and you can still be successful.
Yeah. Ooh.
You might have a little emotional release, not right now, but perhaps even after this call is finished. It might be happening now, but it might happen after this call, just like a bit of an emotional release as you allow some of that to sink in.
Yeah. It's my body's very responsive to these things, so I actually feel heartburn right now.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Ooh. Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah. It's
Great
almost
awareness. Great awareness.
Maybe there's some emotion that wants to come up.
Yeah.
Just take in some gentle breaths.
Oh my goodness, it's wild. It's heartburn. I feel my entire spine hurting, up my neck and right through my head. It's like it's wild.
Just allow it to.
All of this tension that I just drew my attention to.
Yeah.
Wow. It's working, Dorothy. It's working.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew. So beautiful. Ladies, we've come to the end of the show. Dorothy, if you need further support, you know who to reach out to, but you got this, sister. And this is a breakthrough. This is the miracle you were looking for. Am I right? Are we right?
Yes, you are. And I'm so grateful for both of you and the energy you put in today. I really appreciate it.
It's been beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, what a joy and honor to serve you. Yeah. Rachel, I know you want to close the show with some words of wisdom. So if you can do that, and then I'll do a little sound blessing.
I will see what words of wisdom need to come out today.
Okay.
Guidance here. I think this has given permission. But Dorothy, thank you for being so open and so vulnerable, for sharing that and going deep where we needed to go today. And I feel and I believe that there are some people here listening to this who will take from this that they too can have that freedom to fully express everything that they are, and that if they go back to how they saw things growing up, and this is going to have triggered in them moments of thought, actually, yes, I recognize that happened to me when I was growing up. I was told this wasn't possible. I heard that this wasn't possible, and this is hopefully given you permission to go, actually, I'm going to let go, because what I heard was not mine. What I heard was my parents, or what I heard was something that was not mine to hear. So if you can let go of any burden that you are carrying around, and give yourself permission to embrace who you are and share. Don't hold that back anymore. Like Dorothy was saying about holding things back in her throat. When you feel that desire to speak and share, begin to do that. Begin to take the courage to do that, even if it's just a small way initially. And just begin to take that courage to unleash your voice and share the words that you want to share, and feel like don't hold those back anymore. That's what I'm hearing. Don't hold your words back anymore. And hopefully you will have taken inspiration from what came through today.
Love it. Thank you
Beautiful.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those wise words, Rachel. And, I'm just going to channel a little bit from my 432 Hertz C here, Crystal Bell, and just thank everyone. I thank everyone for being here, watching this, I thank Dorothy for the courage to come onto this show, to be seen so vulnerably. I thank Rachel for being such a beautiful channel of the divine that I get to co-serve with, and it's absolute joy and peace and grace and ease. And I bless everyone who's watching this show. May you truly get that you are here for more, that anything that you heard as a child growing up from parents, teachers, the church, anyone that didn't serve you, you can let go of, and you can have a blank slate and make the rest of your life the best of your life by deciding that you're more. And I want to thank Skyward TV and Hopeful Radio for bringing us on to do our show, Your Voice is Magic. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.